Alright, once more, I'm gonna make this super simple, distill it down to its purest form. Because now I have tons of people asking me, well, what do you want? What do you want to happen? Blah, blah, blah. Nothing. I just want something to be understood, but it's still not being understood. So I'm just going to restate it and then include the most personal point about it, so you can understand where I'm coming from. The skeptic community. Not all communities, not communities in general, this one, really the content creators who comprise the leadership of it, and who are trying to enforce a tribal orthodoxy, are people I do not want to be associated with, and in fact, at this point, consider to be my enemies. I want people to understand that the calls for people to forget about all the candid stuff, you know, you're gonna get some mud on you, just sweep it under the rug, because it's really just petty, when there's such a bigger goal to be achieved and, you know, YouTubers need money, is a call to condone and forget that this company that all these people endorse tried to fuck with and spy on my family, offering rewards to the people they were having do it. I don't care if Sargon was right when he responded to me explaining that by saying, you know, it's just a misunderstanding of corporate culture, that's just how it works. Doesn't change it for me. Let me spell it out again. On October 9th, Bindu Reddy, the CEO of Candid, tried to mess with my mom, who uses Twitter, saying that someone's been sending her information about my mother's account and that it looks like it's my alternate account. I'm sorry if this sets too high a standard for the skeptic community, or if this makes me someone who's trying to impose a purity test, but you fuck with my family, and I will try to fuck with you forever. I then later learn that this motherfucker, the CEO of Candid, actually offers people rewards for tracking me and what I'm doing. Because one of the people she was going to give a reward to for feeding her information came to me and let me into his account so I could see. Did whoever was trying to feed her information about my family get a reward? I will not ever tolerate that. I will not just forget about it so that people who make videos on the internet can continue to comfortably make money from this company. I don't give a flying fuck if people are getting cyberbullied because they endorse this company. I cannot bring myself to give the tiniest shit about that. Is that simple enough? Can people hold that in their heads? By the way, Sargon invited me to live stream with him, and I'll put a link to it in the description. But do you want to know something that I think is kind of fucked up and suspicious? On the day of the stream, despite not following my mother, he ends up posting a screenshot of one of my mother's tweets. I mean, it works in the context, I get his point, his joke. But what a huge coincidence. I don't know how he even saw it. Maybe someone he follows retweeted it, but he doesn't follow her. It's also really weird that before we're going to go on a stream that he invited me to talk about something, he'd make sure he posted that particular thing my mother said, when he knows that I'm on the spectrum, which I think everyone knows if you've seen one of my videos. My little sister is too, though, and she is severely disabled. She has basically autonomic neuropathy. The kind that, or at least her one, degenerates over time. It gets and is getting worse. She's autistic as well, probably has OCD. So yeah, my mom posts stuff about any of that on Twitter. My sister's life is just nothing. I mean, I have to be here and help care for her because my father has to commute to Edinburgh to earn enough money to pay for her treatment and stuff, because the NHS really doesn't cut it for her and we have to use private care. And if he's there, there's only one person who can help my sister in the house. My sister can't really go outside and do stuff, so I have to be here as well to help care for her. Mostly I do the stuff that can't be done if someone's caring for her. But whatever, this is a complete tangent. My point is, on top of the main point of this video about why the Candid issue isn't just going away for me, the point is, this fucking guy is the kind of person who, when he's going to talk with someone who he knows has autism, like I said, I've told him before, gets a screen capture of my mother talking about autism and, oh, coincidentally, that's going to be in one of his tweets on the day before we talk, in a discussion where he's going to make sure to repeatedly talk about how autistic I'm being. Which is fine, Sargon can go ahead and do that, but holy shit, stop pretending that you're not my enemy. So, for the people who keep asking and thinking it's confusing, what I want is just to give you guys a little notice, just a heads up for your information, because I figured some of you might want to know. In future, if and when I come back to doing videos, Beyond just talking about this shit right now, these people are as much just a blip on the radar, something to attack, as any feminist or anything else. There are other communities I consider to be okay for me to be associated with, not this one. And I don't mean the commenters or the viewers or the subscribers. I mean the skeptic mafia.